There's just no way of getting through this without getting wet. This might be my best hope. Ready, block and go. Block, go! Ow, 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 okay. Nobody kicks my ass more than our sprinkler system.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So glad you can join me here today. I am taking a trip to New Orleans, one of my favorite cities in the country. It's completely unique. It's just got a unique culture, a unique style. There's no other place in America that looks like New Orleans as far as I'm concerned, and I think I've seen a good chunk of the country. Anyway, this week, two things. One, I'm gonna shoot this whole video on the Osmo Pocket. This camera is turning into something that's very useful with some of their firmware updates. Active tracking has gotten better. The adapter for the microphone, so I can use an external mic. I'm using the Rode Wireless Go mic for this setup, and the Freewell wide angle lens adapter that came out. I was worried about this thing, but it's pretty solid. It gives you big wide view and there doesn't seem to be any distortion on the side. This week, we're gonna talk about something that bugs me a lot, and it's the word busy. We live in a busy culture. Yesterday, I was on 3 calls, and in all 3 calls, hey, Jamie, thanks for taking the call. I know you're busy. Hey, Jamie, I know you're busy. Hey, I just want a couple minutes. I know you're really busy. I never said I was busy. We are now in this place where everything's busy. How you doing? I'm busy. How are you? Busy. How's the dog? Busy. The dog's busy. The baby's busy. Busy, 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 busy. Everyone's busy. And first, that's not true. We're not busy. And I'm gonna talk about that. Second, if you are busy, then there's things that you're doing wrong. What are you spending your time on? So I want to talk about that. And the third thing is, when you're talking to someone, instead of saying, hey, I'm really busy, I want to talk about things that you should be saying instead that could be a lot more productive and can help you a lot more. Packing up, headed to the airport, and we got to go.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a
Jamie.
That's standing right here. He just was like, tell you hi.
Oh,
Yeah, right here.
Oh, let's go before I have to figure out who he is. Wow, so I'm coming for the first day of the opening of the new airport. That's just going to be crazy.
never be this alone. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Shouldn't be trusting me, I could be making it up. You
Why?
probably don't know me. I'm a danger to
Made it to New Orleans. I'm about to go find some food and walk around the city, maybe take some pictures. Anyway, why do we say we're busy? Where did this come from? It's such a big part of our culture. How are you doing? Good. How's life? Busy. I'm so busy. Busy. Are you busy? I'm busy. Is he busy? Is she busy? I'm busy. Everybody's busy. It's kind of like a status symbol. It's a way of saying that you're an important person because you're busy. If you're very busy all the time, you must be an important person. I think it also comes from this fear of job security. Or back in the 90s and the 2000s, people were being laid off by the thousands. They were saying, we don't need 1,000 people anymore. We need 10 people. During that time, the work environment, the culture was to seem like you're busy because they had those consultants that would come in. Remember Office Space?
I deal with the goddamn customers so the engineers don't have to.
That was a real thing. They had consultants come into companies and say, what are you doing all day? They could identify people who weren't busy and then they could let them go. The fact that we are connected 24 hours a day to devices and we're connected to work is another reason, right? We feel like we're always working. We feel like we're always on. You're always checking email. So you're checking the email at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. It makes you feel busy, even though no one's really making you do that. You're doing it because you choose to. It makes you feel busy. And then finally, there are people who are actually busy. People who have to work 2 8-hour jobs a day just to get by. They can say they're busy. But the typical person, the person that I'm talking to today, not so busy. All those things that give you the perception of being busy. There's 2 problems. Number 1, nobody gives a shit. And number 2, it's not true.
probably don't know me. I am fading unfelt.
We're going to the baguette capital of the world.
You look worried, and maybe you should be.
The ISO must be on like 700,000 because I don't know how it's getting any light at all. It's pretty impressive. So is work making us busier? The answer seems to be no. We're less busier than we were in the year 1980. We're less busier than we were in 1960. And every industrial country is less busy than it was at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Automation and robotics has made work easier for us. The same is true in the households. Laundry machines, what's a laundry machine? Washing machines, dryers, dishwashers, Roombas, all those things have made our life easier in the home. And for all those people who say that they're nothing but busy, only 11% of Americans worked more than 50 hours last year. That's actually below the average of other industrial countries, where in Europe it's 13%. In 2016, the average worker worked 34.4 hours a week, and that's actually less than it was 10 years before that. So if we're not busy working, what are we busy doing? So, what are Americans spending their time on? Some of this is surprising, some of it's not. Not surprisingly, Americans spend most of their time sleeping, to the tune of 8.8 hours a night. That's insane. I don't understand how Americans are sleeping 8.8 hours. Doesn't make any sense to me. They're spending between 4 and 6 hours a day on work and work-related activities. They spend an hour a day eating, an hour a day doing housework, and they spend about 4 hours a day watching TV or doing other leisurely activities. And when we say TV and other leisurely activities, we're really talking about television and Netflix and social media and those types of things. You're spending hours of your day on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and other social media platforms. So that's what you're spending your time on. So when you say you're busy, you're really saying I'm watching a lot of TV. But what if you're really busy? What can you do? Well, first of all, there's a 99% chance that you're a female, because women are actually busy. Women are now busier in the workplace than men. Women continue to do the majority of housework, and women continue to do the majority of child rearing. What does child rearing mean? They are legitimately busy, but for argument's sake, let's say you are legitimately busy. What can you do? You're probably doing urgent work and not important work. Remember, as I said in one of my videos, if all you do is sit in your inbox and respond to emails, then you're just taking care of somebody else's to-do list, not yours. Understand the difference between urgent and important, and definitely focus more on the important stuff. 2, every time something comes up to do, ask yourself, does this fit within what you're trying to accomplish? Does this fit within what you think is important? Number 3, learn to say no. You gotta be able to say no. If you just say yes to everything, then you will be busier. You gotta recognize that you are accountable for your time. You are the person who's in charge of your time. How you use that time matters. So make sure you're focused on the things that matter to you. That's the Mississippi River. I can't record while that music's playing. Clearly, we're not busy. Or if we are busy, we're busy doing things that we probably don't need to be doing. This is an opportunity to change the game. So when someone says, hey, Biff, how you doing? Instead of saying, I'm busy, I'm very, very busy. Use this opportunity to engage with the person. Use this opportunity to make that interaction meaningful. Instead of saying, I'm very busy, how about, actually, I'm working on this really cool program, interacting degree programs with entrepreneurship. I know you have 2 startups under your belt. Would love to get your thoughts on what the right approach is, because that's where we're struggling. That's where we are now. We're trying to figure out what is the best approach. We want to learn from the best people who have done this work. Yeah, you're busy, and that might turn into something. Or relate what it is that you are doing to the person that's asking you the question. So say, one of the things that I'm working on is creating a real assessment system in schools that's focused on problem solving and collaboration and creativity. You wanna know more about that? Or if you don't really wanna have an interaction, you really don't know the person, how about you say, how are things going? They're great. Oh my God, I'm working on so many cool projects. I don't feel like I have enough time to do all the things. I'm trying to find more time to work on the projects that I'm working on. That at least says that you're excited about the work that you're doing. Or you can go with the I'm alive route. How are things going? I woke up today, I'm healthy, family's great, things are wonderful. I'm working on cool projects, I'm working on things that I want to do. That sounds like more of a status symbol to me than I'm busy. Nobody cares, nobody gives a shit that you're busy. Stop saying it. I have to go speak at this event. To the new terminal, right? It has a European feel to it. The new airport seems really cool. No glitches, no bugs. Gonna go get some food. That's it for this video. Hope you liked it. Subscribe, share, and please, please stop saying you're busy. All right?
I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand that? What the hell is wrong with you people?